Alright, so we made it out here to Beavertail State Park here on Jamestown, Rhode Island. It is extremely windy, so I've actually got you tucked down behind a rock. But yeah, it's super windy. The sky is amazing. I've got a break on the horizon right now that I really hope is going to let that sun get down in there and shoot all kinds of light up into the sky. Now, so I decided while I'm waiting for that color to show up, I wanted to pick you up, turn you around and spin you around and kind of give you a good look at some of the light and the break of the horizon that's actually starting to come in. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so what I like to do sometimes is I actually like to take the camera before I set my tripod or anything else up and just kind of like walk around the area that I'm thinking about shooting to try to find a good composition, if I have to get my camera low, if it looks better up high. So I just like to do that before I get it on my tripod. It's just so much more easier to do it with it handheld than trying to put it on the tripod, maneuver it, raise the legs, lower the legs, and do all the other stuff. Starting to get some great light coming in and out of the sky over there, but I'm not quite ready to take a shot yet just because it hasn't produced any of the light that I know it will here in about 5 or 10 minutes. So I'm going to sit here, wait for a few minutes. I'm probably going to break out my Lee filter system and at least put on, I'm thinking at least a little stopper so I can get a nice long, slow shutter speed, get a nice long exposure, try to smooth out some of those clouds and the water, and just try to saturate that image with that color that's going to show up. So I'm thinking it's about 12 minutes after 4. I'd probably say in about another 15 minutes that sun is going to be in that break in those clouds along that horizon, and the whole sky is just going to light up. So now it's just a waiting game, about 10-15 minutes I think. I should have brought a book. I do actually have 2 books I have to read this weekend for homework, so I should have brought one. I don't know. Put a comment down below. What do you do while you're waiting for that right time to take an image? Sometimes it could be 15-20 minutes. Sometimes it could be hours that you sit and wait for an image. So let me know what you guys do while you wait for the image to show up. Today I'm just going to sit here and wait. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys what I'm looking at in camera. Like I said before, it's been a few minutes, so I'm at 10-second exposure with the Lee little stopper, f11. The color is definitely not coming in the sky yet, so I'm hoping here about the next 10 or 15 minutes, or actually maybe less than that because I think the sun's coming now, it's going to start shooting a lot of the colors up into the sky. So I'm going to show you the composition that we're working on. Upper left-hand corner is going to be the lighthouse. These rocks, tide pool right here in front of the camera is my foreground interest. Then the setting sun off in the distance to the right in the top right-hand third of the frame is going to hopefully hit that break in that horizon and just shoot all kinds of color up onto these clouds. So I'm not really sure if we're going to get the sun to hit the right spot in the break of that clouds to really shoot the kind of color up into the sky that I was hoping. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful night. The sky is great, but if you could just really see what I'm looking at over here, you'd see just this small break right at the base of the clouds, but then right behind it is another bank of clouds that is actually blanketing the horizon. So I think the sun, as it's going down, it's going to completely miss that entire opening and just go beyond it and set and not have any way to get that light up into these clouds. The only light I'm getting is just the rays shooting across from the one opening of those clouds. But it's not really putting as much color into the sky as I'd really like it to. So I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, take maybe 1 or 2 images from here, just so I know I've got something that I can show you. All right, so I did move. I just moved forward a little bit more closer to the lighthouse. I'm not gonna focus on the lighthouse right now. More or less, I'm just gonna try and get some of this action in the water. Like I said, I didn't get the light that I wanted in the sky. The sun found its way down without having to get out. All right, so what I've got now is, again, some of these small tide pools here that the tide leaves in here, some of the rocks, and then all these waves that are coming in and crashing against these rocks and making a really nice white foam. So I'm hoping with the lead little stopper, I'm getting about 15 seconds shutter speed, still at f11 ISO 100 at 16 millimeters. So let's go ahead and take this shot and see what we get. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. You know, there's still a lot of color in the sky. It's just not as bright as I thought it would be. So you're gonna see the color that's there. I just was hoping it was gonna be 10 times more. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find another composition, at least get one more image before I leave here tonight. Yeah, I think this will do. Okay, so this is a shot that I'm getting right now. You're actually sitting side by side with my camera that's taking the still image. So I just wanted to give you a look at what I'm looking at with the D750. I still using a lead little stopper. I'm at f11 ISO 100. Right now I'm getting a 30-second exposure. So it's really just whitewashing all this water that comes in rushing. And then actually a couple of times the waters came in all the way up to where both these cameras are sitting. Any further and I definitely would have gotten my feet wet. Woo-wee. I think it might be time for us to go. All right, I'm packed up, ready to go. This water's getting too out of hand, so better be safe than sorry. Make my way up out of here. All right, let's go.